Welcome to the video lessons for today. I'm going to discuss about working capital management. So, for our learning objectives are to define working capital and to identify the components of working capital management. So, what is working capital? So, when we say working capital, it is a money available to a company or business for day-to-day operations. So, sa madaling salita, ang working capital ay puhunan mismo ng business sa pang-araw-araw na operasyon, tulad ng pangsukli at pagbili ng mga products na ibebenta at magbayad ng mga utang. So, working capital is the difference between the company's current assets and current liabilities. So, the formula of working capital is current asset and current liabilities. So, when we say current assets, these are the assets that are short terms. For example, cash, accounts receivable, and the inventories. And when we say current liabilities, these are the short-term payables like loan payables and accounts payable. So there are two components of working capital, the current assets and the current liabilities. So when we say current assets, these are the cash, accounts receivable, and the inventories. So in cash, it's all about handling and using of cash. So in cash, it is all about ma-maintain natin na ang pag-handle at paggamit ng cash. So sa accounts receivable naman, not yet paid by the customers. So ibig sabihin, i-maintain na lahat ng mga pautang ay nasisingil sa mga customers. So sa inventories naman, maintain the number of stocks to be restored. So ibig sabihin, ma-maintain na may sapat na stocks or products sa storage area para lahat ng mga transactions, for example, kapag yung isang customers mo ay bumili ng maraming stock sa'yo, meron kang makukuha. So, dapat i-maintain na meron kang sapat na inventory products sa storage room mo, storage area, para lahat ng mga transactions na dapat ibigay sa mga customers ay madali mong maibibigay. So, in current liabilities naman, it's all about accounts payable. So, business owners use but not yet paid. Ibig sabihin, nagamit na ng business pero hindi pa nababayaran. So, dito, kailangan ma-maintain na lahat ng mga pautang or lahat ng mga inutang ay dapat nababayaran. It's all about the working capital. So, what is the working capital management? So, it refers to a company's managerial accounting strategy to design, to monitor, and utilize the two components of working capital, the current assets and the current liabilities, to ensure a company has sufficient cash flow in order to meet short-term debt obligation and operations. So, it is all about the management to ensure a company has sufficient cash flow in order to meet its short-term debt obligation and operations. So it is all about sapat na pera na pambili ng mga raw materials, products na ibebenta, sapat na stock or inventory, sapat na lahat ng mga pautang ay nasisingil at sapat na pera na pambayad sa lahat ng mga utang ng business na dapat bayaran. So, it is all about working capital management. I-manage lahat yung current assets and current liabilities. So, for example, in computing the working capital of Roman's Bakery. So, here, may provided a financial statement which is balance sheet. So, sa 2019, merong cash na 100,000. Sa accounts receivable, meron tayong 30,000. Sa inventories is 25,000. And the total current assets is 155,000. So, meron din tayong equipment which is the non-current assets. So, 15,000. So, in total assets, meron tayong 170,000. So, sa accounts payable, meron tayong babayaran na 65,000 and the Roman's capital or the owner's capital is 105,000. So in total, liabilities and equity or capital is 170,000. So for our solution, we use the equation of working capital is equals to current assets minus current liabilities. So substitute the value. So the current assets is 155 since nakuha natin provided na yung mga data. So the current assets is 155 and the current liabilities is 65,000 na nakuha natin sa financial statement. So in total, meron siyang working capital na 90,000. So therefore, the working capital of Roman's Bakery is 90,000. Ganun lang sa kasimpleng isolve. So another example, compute the working capital of Rose online business. So let's say the balance sheet of Rose online business as of December 31, 2019. So meron siyang cash na 60,000, inventories na 15,000, and the accounts receivable is 10,000. So in total, current assets is 85,000. So meron din siyang accounts payable na 20,000 and the capital is 65,000, which is the total of liabilities and capital is 85,000. It's balanced. So for our solution, we use the mathematical equation or the formula of working capital, which is the current asset minus current liabilities. So substitute the value. So the current asset is 85,000 minus the current liability, which is 20,000. It is the total of 65,000 of working capital. So therefore, the working capital of Rose in her business online is 65,000. So ganun lang siya kadaling isolve when it comes to working capital. So in conclusion, proper management of working capital is essential to a company's fundamental financial health and operation success as a business. A hallmark of good business management is the ability to utilize working capital management to maintain a solid balance between growth, profitability, liquidity, and to meet its short-term obligation in operation of the business. So sa madaling salita, napaka-importante ng working capital sa business dahil doon lahat nagsisimula ang operation ng business. Kapag walang working capital management, ibig sabihin yung business mo possible na hindi ma-manage ng tama kapag ang basic term or basic about the working capital is hindi mo alam. So I hope you understand the lessons. Thank you for watching.